Introducing the HNIC, the Empress, your favorite tomboy, Georgie.
In here tonight.
Nah.
Georgie in the building. Alright.
Your boy sitting on top like a head wig.
Georgie here.
What's good? What's good?
Alright. Her opponent, weighing in at 250 pounds, from Queens, New York, Republican, a Trump supporter, Queenzflip! And we have representing Georgie from Brooklyn, somewhere part of Brooklyn, chasing your face, representing Face from Queens, Merrick Boulevard, J.O., a.k.a. Joker. What is he doing? He is doing something that is not supposed to be done.
Sweet!
Sweet!
United we stand, divided we fall.
Sorry.
Wait,
Did someone call Brooklyn?
I think somebody did call.
Hey,
Brooklyn.
yo.
okay.
Hello, Brooklyn.
Is this Brooklyn against Queens?
Hey,
Yeah,
yo,
it is.
Chico.
It is.
Brooklyn's wins.
Hey, yo.
Brooklyn's winning.
And the moderator, the judge. Well, he's not the judge, he's the moderator. He will introduce himself. But we have the man with the famous boots, the man with the size 15, E-Boots, a.k.a. E-Bach. Bow! Introduce yourself to people.
Ebok Boots, E_BOKK. Follow me on Instagram.
So this is the rules. The donation cap is $170.
That's the cat.
Cap, yeah.
You got a cat?
If you can get more, you can get more. But whoever, in order for them to win a prize that I will be presenting to them next month, whoever reaches $170 wins the debate as far as getting the prize. But you are still the judge. The people are the judge. So we're gonna have Ebok introduce the topics. Ebok will announce what is he doing. Ebok.
So I'll be your moderator for this evening, right? Mm-hmm. Guys, the way this is going to work is I'm essentially just here to make sure that you each get equal amount of speaking time and that the conversation remains fair. The people at the end are ultimately the judge. Okay. All I do is just make sure traffic flows. Okay. So I'll be introducing the topics for discussion and allowing space for you two to rebuttal one another if anything comes up. We're going to start off with an introduction from each of you. We'll get into the debate, and then it's going to close out with an outro with your synopsis before we go to the callers on the phone. So since I guess we'll start now. And King Face.
No, ladies first.
Oh.
King Face, you first.
No, ladies first.
Well, I mean, if you don't know me, I'm your favorite tomboy, Georgie, if that's what you would like to call me. If anybody is familiar with me, I can explain that I am the type of person that I don't really, not really a disrespectful person. I love who I am. And I still appreciate Face, you know. I know how Face is.
We're not here to be friends.
And I said I appreciate you. I didn't say that we were friends, you know. So he's into making America great again, and I'm into making people great again. So there you go.
Well, after you heard that intro from Crooked Georgie, I would like to say this. Not only am I here to make America great again, I'm also here to make women obedient again. It's obvious she hasn't learned about how to be obedient, as you can see, but that's about it. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Well, a lot of these questions that we've sourced were pulled from the YouTube comments, the Instagram Live comments, and I'll just read off the first one coming to us from the Far Side Forever. Is marriage dead? I'll open the floor to Kingface.
I don't understand why you keep opening the floor with me, because I am the man, and women should go first at all times. But being that you want to choose me first, I guess we'll have to start off with the first being the best and save the worst for last, right? Okay. Well, I think that this day and age, what was the question again? Repeat it one more time.
Is marriage dead?
Is marriage dead? In this day and age, I would like to say that marriage is dead. Main reason because women no longer have roles. They don't know how to play their position. Therefore, it's hard to have a relationship when you have two people that are trying to fight for the same position. There has to be roles. And in this day and age, now that women could work and women could do the same thing men could do, they have forgotten their role in the household. Yes. So, with that would be the conclusion of my answer.
It's my turn.
Yes. Is marriage dead?
No, marriage is not dead. I feel like our grandfathers and our grandmothers and some of our parents have paved the way for marriage. I think that, being that we do have more rights, I think that it makes it easier on a man for him not to struggle so much or not to put all of the burden on him. We get to help now. So I think that when it comes to marriage, I believe that women, it's a partnership. So I feel like when you know what works within your partnership, it makes everything great. So, I don't think that women should be obedient. I feel like when you try to be obedient, that's when the balance shifts. So I feel like when you treat people fair and when you do things fairly, you get the best results.
Well, if that is true, why has statistics have shown that in 2000 and up, divorce rate has been increased at 80% within the first year? So if marriages are successful, then more people would stay married. People nowadays can't even be in a relationship for more than 3 months. They done broken up. So therefore, that's enough to show you that there's no way that today, in this day and age, that men and women can have a successful marriage. It's almost impossible. At 80%, see, back in the day, 1920s, let's say, it was the other way around. It was 80% more likely for couples to be together. Now, what changed that? We should ask. Is it because women think that they're equal to men and they could do what men could do? It's a coincidence that as soon as women were able to get jobs and work as well as men, marriage has declined. It hasn't increased, has declined. The table is yours.
Well, statistically, that's what you're saying. But I believe that when it comes to marriage and when it comes to relationships, because my last relationship lasted 6 years.
But
So
it
not
didn't end
3
up in a
months.
marriage, did it?
But at the same time, marriage wasn't my end goal. That's number one.
So what was the point of you being with them? To have
Are
sex?
you going to
Well, you
let
have
me
to let her
finish?
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I think marriages lasted longer back then because women didn't have rights, so they stayed in toxic relationships. So now that women do have rights and they do have the authority and they do have the freedom to speak, they can make decisions for themselves. Nobody is forcing them to be in a relationship with people that they don't necessarily need to be in. So regardless of the statistics, when you look at, if you go back to the 1920s, you see that these women, they were beaten, they were battered, they were forced into relationships by their families. Like, there were things like that. So, of course, when you come to an age, because you got people, even if you want to go to the gay community, they're getting married. So they're finding love. People are choosing who they want to be with. They're not forced to be with who they don't want to be with. And that's why we have that now. That's why. I don't care about your statistics. I'm just looking at what I see throughout my vision in my world. In my world, people love each other.
Well, maybe today women should be forced into relationships because they'll actually be able to stay in one.
But,
Since you want to say that it's about being forced. Actually, back in the day, men appreciated their women more because in order for a man to show that he loves a woman, he shows he loves a woman by taking care of her, by giving her a home, by providing for her, by making sure she needs for nothing. And how a woman shows she loves a man is by being submissive and obedient to that man while he goes there out every day, risking life and limb, because 90% of job-related deaths are from men working and busting their ass off to take care of these women that are now have the easy street they had for centuries. They never had to do anything. Now, they just want to suck more dick. And the only way they can suck more dick is by having rights. What other reason do they need to have rights? What kind of woman would not like to be taken care of, have everything she wants? Because from what I see, this all these women talk about. I want a man with money. I want a man that could take care of me. It doesn't make sense. You have to pick and choose. This is why I said women are confusing.
Well, in your world, you might be surrounded by women who want to be taken care of fully, who want the man to have total control over their lives. I wasn't raised like that, nor do I think like that. So, once again, I don't know the type of women that you're around, but that is the specific type of women that you are around. What I'm surrounded around, what I am surrounded around are
lonely women.
No, not at all, because my dad is married. His wife isn't lonely. My sister is married. She isn't lonely. She has kids and she has a family. These are choices that people want to make. Everybody has a choice. So, like I said, men go out there because my thing is I don't have to show my love through submitting to a man. I could show him in different ways. Now I have the opportunity where I could go out and I could do certain things and I can bring him something to make him feel better about himself. I can speak some good encouragement. I can speak some encouragement into him. I can do these different type of things besides the traditional norms that were in the past. So I don't know, once again, what type of women you're around, but I know the type of women that I'm around, they work differently and it works for them.
See, I hear what you're saying.
And men were cheating back in the day too, might I add.
I mean,
having side chicks.
If you're worried about that, men are going to cheat, women are going to cheat, people are going to make mistakes, but that's besides the point. You wanted to bring up the point saying that, what was it that she said? Can you bring it back? What was the last statement she said, sir?
I don't know what type of women you were around.
No. The one before that.
Men cheat?
No, before that.
Women don't only have to show they love a man by being submissive.
Yes. See, what happened is, in this day and age, how can you expect a man to be a good man to a woman when he has no purpose? See, this is why men nowadays just want to fucking keep it moving, because we no longer have our purpose. Our purpose was always to provide and protect. Then women got rights. Then our rights, from them getting rights, our purpose had become diminished. This is why you have all these lost young men out here in these streets don't know what to do or how to take care of a woman, because women don't need them. Women don't need them. So when you don't need a man, you're going to run through them. See, back in the day, women had to have self-respect in order for a man to take care of them because they couldn't work. But now that they could work, do whatever they want to do. They sucking dicks left and right. Now they want to have male friends. Oh, that's my male friend. No, that's just a man that's really patient and ready to let you suck his dick.
Can I say something real quick?
No, hold on.
Okay.
I want to make this very, very clear. Excuse me? What's going on here? What's going on here?
I was checking the Wi-Fi for the young lady.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me, Ibad, do not tamper with the opposite side.
Thank you. So I would just
I also fixed your Wi-Fi, just to be fair.
Ibad, that was before the show started. Let's get back to the show. Thank
Mind
you.
your business. Thank you, JL.
Okay, go ahead.
This had nothing to do with you.
Well, as you can see, lack of respect. But if women were to allow a man to be a man, they have a high chance of actually keeping one. Thank you.
I think that if men lost their ego, they'll have a higher chance of women wanting them.
What does ego have to do with it?
Ego has everything to do with the control that you're trying to over another person. But let's be clear: if you were going to work and you found a job that that didn't suit you, you would go look for another job that suits you, right? Correct.
So why would you
no. I'm asking you a question. If you got a job and you didn't like that job, you would go to try to find a job that better suits you and makes you feel better, right?
But before I go find that job, I gotta make sure I have a better job waiting for me.
That's going to search for the job while you're still in that job, regardless, right? So relationships and dealing with men and women are the same type of way. If one thing doesn't work, you find another way to make it work. So if you trying to control your woman doesn't work, maybe you should try doing something else that will make your relationship work. Now, everything isn't based off of marriage. Everything isn't in life isn't based off a man and a woman just being just like a ring, regardless. So, like I said, women have more rights now, and we're living in a world. We're not living in old times. We're living in a world now where we do what we
You're
love.
more slutty, more promiscuous.
I mean, I don't know the type of
Less
women
respect
that you
for
have,
yourselves?
because at the end of the day, anybody who knows me, and I speak for myself and I speak for the women that I'm around, we respect ourselves and people treat us with that type of respect. So I'm not slutty. So I don't, like, once again, that is a false statement. I am not a person.
We're talking about women in general.
But I'm a woman.
Yes,
I'm a woman,
but you're
and I'm a
only
woman.
one
So
woman.
I'm only one woman, and like I said, the women that I'm around do not we're not depicted, and we aren't the type of women that you're describing. So that makes your facts
But we're talking
false.
about the majority. We're not talking about
so
the
where's
rare
the statistics?
occasions.
So where's the statistics on the majority of
Instagram.
women that are hoes?
Instagram. If you go on Instagram now, I guarantee you 95% of the women on the gram are slutty. I
Okay.
guarantee they're selling sex and they're promoting sex on Instagram.
Okay,
I
so
don't
where's
see
the
women promoting
statistics?
cooking and being a good woman to a man. The only thing they promote is how deep they could suck a dick.
If you go on at your favorite tomboys page right now, you can see that there is no slutty post up there. There's only self-love and self-motivation and motivating people. If you go on Jenna's page right now, you won't see her titties out. You won't see her ass out. You won't see any of that. If you click on the majority of people that are on my timeline, they're self-loving. Even the celebrities that I follow, they're self-loving. So where's this 95% that you speak of? Because I don't see 95%
Just because
on my
you
timeline.
decided to follow the
One at a time.
5%.
Wait. Pause the conversation.
She
one second.
decided to follow the 5%. What does that have to do with anything? Because you decided to follow the 5%.
How?
Let's pause the conversation for a second. Jo.
This is Jo speaking on behalf of the NWO.
Okay.
My beautiful black sister.
Yes.
May I give you some knowledge that you might not know about, because you do not follow these bottle girls and these Cardi B's and these people that are looked at by the broad audience of younger women and influence them to do such things as twerking, deep throating, swallowing. Oh, the ratchetness. So you are you are the
Speak, sir,
few, the minute, the 5% of rare gems, diamonds might I actually call you. But in a world full of cubic zirconias, oh Lord, I am done, Ebok.
Wait, okay.
But Eva, can I say
My fellow
something?
brother.
I know that there is a set of women who behave in this manner. I know that. But understand that you follow these women. So 95% of your timeline looks like that. And 95% of my timeline
But if there was
looks
so many
different.
women like you say, you wouldn't just be hanging out with one.
Wait, let's
I don't
pause right
only
there.
hang out with one.
Because I feel like this conversation is leading into the next question from Jay Bander, which is, how has feminism impacted our society, positively or negatively?
Jesus Christ.
But it speaks
I
to
think
the same issue.
feminism, because I'm not a feminist. I love women. I am a woman. So, of course, I'm not a feminist. But feminism is like any type of group or thing that people follow, like religion. People take something and they interpret it into their own, interpretation. So do I think that it? What was the question? Did it?
Has feminism's impact been more positive or negative?
I think that it has impacted more positively, but there's always negative people in a situation. You'll always find somebody who takes the interpretation and makes it into their own, and it might be in a negative sense. I feel like it's great that people.
I object, sir.
You can't object, and you're losing points. He's losing points because he can't.
Wait
I
a second.
object. She cannot say she agrees with something and then says she disagrees at the same time.
I didn't say
she has to
when
pick.
did I say I disagreed?
Just
You said it is a positive.
use your allotted
I
time in
did
your
say
rebuttal
it's a
to
positive.
highlight that fact, and then the people will.
Okay, thank you.
And
I did
wait.
say-
I want to pause this for now. Like, so as we're discussing, please know that the viewers at home, you can be voting as to who you feel is winning right now. Is it King Face or your favorite tomboy? Cash App and vote with your dollars. Put your money where your mouth is.
Put your money where your mouth
Let's
is.
know how you feel. But please.
Yes, like I said, I believe that it's very impactful. You have women who are advocating for women. I think that that's beautiful. But what I was saying is there are negatives in any situation, just like religion. Some people may follow a religion, but you have some people within the religion that may interpret it in a different way and cause a negative connotation towards it. Because I know that's what he's going to voice when he does.
Is
voice
she
it.
allowed to be speaking for me?
I'm not speaking for you. I'm saying I already know. But go ahead. You got the floor. I say that it's a positive thing, and I gave my interpretation as to why I feel like it's positive.
Okay.
Feminism is cancer. Now, if you notice, after the reign of feminism, women have declined in relationships. Yet, you notice that if women feel like being a woman is so powerful, then why does she have a man's haircut?
My shit is laced.
Why does she have a man's haircut?
No touching, bro.
It's fine.
I didn't touch her. I touched the hat.
No.
Points for touching.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
lost points.
He did.
I lost points for touching.
Yeah.
No touching.
Right there, you got-
It was necessary to prove the point.
Objection.
Touched her.
Objection.
Everybody always hates
I'm
because
just saying,
I have a
if
hairline
you
and
women
they
are
don't.
so
it's
proud
fine.
to be women, then why everything you do is modeled after being a man? If it's so proud to be, if you want to represent feminism and the female gender, why are y'all going so hard to be men? It doesn't add up. You can't say that you proud to be a woman, but then again try to be a man. It doesn't make sense. Well, shout out to your partner there. She actually has a feminine hairstyle. So she's understanding what it means to be a female.
But who determines whether it's feminine or it's masculine? I love who I am at the end of the day. I'm super feminine, but that doesn't. But being,
So if me and
I'm not a
you
feminist. Number
were
one.
giving a female a blowjob, would they know who's who?
Here's the funny thing though about this, because people tend to attack the fact that I'm a tomboy and I have a short haircut and everything.
Key,
Yeah,
tomboy.
hold on.
Wait.
He
Yo,
gets
face.
points off of that. I'm a tomboy. Number one, I don't want to be a man at all. I love men. I love men. My relationships have all been men. I've never had a female experience.
So why
I
aren't
love
you
men.
your favorite tom
But
girl?
let's be clear. Regardless of me having this shape up, regardless of me in this jersey and this hoodie with this scully on, there are still men who find me attractive who are still on my body. Some of them are sitting at this podium.
Because dominant men can see through the bullshit. We can see the female in you, no matter how hard you try to be a man.
So then that contradicts what you say. Because if we're trying to be men, does that make you like men
How
when
does
you
it
like a
contradict what
woman
I'm
who
saying?
looks like a man?
Objection.
No.
There's no objection. I'm asking a question.
You can clearly see that you are a woman.
You can clearly see
Whoa.
that.
We're
Hold
talking
on.
over one another.
Yes, we are.
We're talking.
Objection on behalf of the NWO.
No!
You took a cheap shot at someone on this panel. How dare you? How dare you?
Speaking facts.
I'm
now
speaking
off with
facts,
your
number
tongue.
one and number
Jenna, you
two.
have been behind here rubbing my
with
hand
your
for at
tongue.
least 5 to 10 minutes.
You
You've been
want to
playing
make
with
out
my hand and rubbing my
and
leg.
Tango with the
But now,
tongues.
if a man was to do that, he would be accused of sexual
Hold
harassment.
on. I got a question though. I mean, I don't mean to yell, but hold on. So me being a tomboy that I am, what about the metrosexuals, the men who get pedicures, the men who get manicures?
Wanting to take
what
care
about
of yourself
those men?
and be clean is not a feminine thing. That is a godly thing. Because cleanliness is next to godliness.
So how is cutting my hair off being manly? How is wearing jerseys being manly? Any man that I've been with know that I am feminine.
Because if this was 40 years ago, you'd be wearing a skirt.
That's not true, because if you check 4 years ago, I've been a tomboy since I was younger. I've been wearing sneakers since I was younger. When I feel like wearing heels, I do wear heels very, very comfortably. Wear a dress very, very comfortably.
You feel more comfortable identifying with being a man.
I feel more comfortable being comfortable.
But your comfortable represents a man.
My comfortable doesn't represent a man. My comfortable represents me.
You can ask the people.
I walk around in boy shorts. I walk around in basketball shorts and a bra. I walk around in boxer briefs in a bra. Does that mean I want to be a man? No, my man don't look at it.
But you want to dress like a man.
I don't. I dress like me. That's who I am.
So then I have a question for
that
both
doesn't
of
make
you.
me less feminine.
So
May I speak?
does that mean
You
that we
keep
should?
speaking.
Actually, because I'm supposed to ask.
Go ahead.
May I speak, Ebok? Now, in a society where females such as you are a very beautiful woman.
Thank
you know,
you.
Georgie. I would never take that away. But you dress like a boy, a man, a young man, high school man, Jersey. And when it becomes the norm where a woman can dress like a man, then it becomes normal for a man to dress like a woman.
Ta-da.
Okay.
And now we have the genders crossing.
So what?
And wait,
go ahead.
Georgie. So in a world where you might look at as it you being comfortable, when children see these things, now it makes it the normal for a little tad, a little jit of 1 year old to put on a dress and think it's fine. But actually, it isn't.
But doesn't that start in the household with that being okay?
So in
like
your
that doesn't
household,
stop
are you
in my
saying-
in my household. My boys dress like I dress like them. My kids love me. My kids don't look at me and question anything because they know mommy is mommy. Mommy isn't daddy. Mommy is mommy, and mommy deals with daddy. That's how it works in my household.
And
How I dress doesn't define
I'd
who
like-
I am.
Yeah.
How I dress doesn't define who I am. Just like me being in a relationship or not in a relationship doesn't define who I am. I'm a loving person. Just because I'm not in a relationship doesn't mean nobody wants me. That's my choice. I don't live my life. I don't live my life to get a ring. I don't live my life to be like everybody else. I live my life the way I want to live my life, and everybody loves me for it. The people that I love
So if
love
you
me.
wear a cop uniform, people should not assume that you're a cop.
If I wear a cop, it's not. I don't care what people.
No. I'm just
assume.
asking you a question. Since we're going in that direction.
Okay. Yes.
If you have a cop uniform on, can I run up to you and say, "Hello, officer"?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes. Go ahead. Keep
I'm
going.
having a little trouble.
Yes.
Can you help me, please? And what are you going to say? Just because I'm dressed like an officer doesn't mean I should help you in your time of need.
Okay. Go ahead. So once again, if I'm dressed like this, because people do approach me and ask me, "Am I gay?" And I just say no.
Does that not prove my point?
But I don't go, "Oh my God," just because I dress like this. I
And
know
why
what
do they
comes-
assume that you're gay?
Face.
I know what.
Why do they assume it?
Face. You gotta let it speak.
Sir, I'm sorry, sir. I apologize, sir.
Help it.
Your
They
Honor.
assume it because of social norms. I do not define social norms, nor do I want to define social norms. I go against social norms because I feel the need to. I do not follow rules. I do not follow authority. I do not follow what people deem to be correct, because what is correct to me is correct to me. I don't care about how the world views me. I care about the people and who I love and who actually get me. That's who I care about. I care about the people who understand who I am. Who cares what other people say? If you come to me and say, "Hey, are you gay?" I'm going to say no. And I'm not going to get offended and be like, "Oh, just because," I'm going to go, "I know. Normally people would think that." It's okay.
But
I
you have to ask
understand,
yourself,
but I'm
why
not.
would they normally think
Because
that?
of social norms.
But J.O. haven't spoken twice. I'd love to hear from Georgie's support, just because I don't want this to feel like it's
is no
Georgie.
attack.
Crooked Georgie,
And, you
sir.
know, it
Her
just
support
sounds
has been
like-
rubbing my hand for the last 20 minutes.
It's Jace in your face. You know, I just feel like nowadays men just feel threatened. That's all. That's all it is. Who cares? And I feel the same way. Who cares how you dress?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything, and it is the social norm. That's why you're saying that, because
And men don't
you
care.
dress like a boy, but who says that?
So then you're
that's the
fine
way-
with young men being able to go into the bathroom with young ladies?
No, I'm not.
No,
Huh.
I'm not.
I don't go
But
into a male's
that's
bathroom.
a social norm. If you're against social norm, you have to be against all social norms.
That's not
You
a
can't pick and
social
choose
norm. That is a
social norm.
change. That's a
No,
social change.
Social norm is boys going to the bathroom with boys and girls going to the bathroom with girls. But now if you have a young lady that dresses like a young man, why is it not easy for her to walk into a restroom?
But I'm not.
Can I walk into a female restroom dressed like this?
But see, we're hold
Why
on.
is that?
Because
We're
this could
off.
go a lot
Hold
deeper,
on.
right?
Yes, because we're off topic.
Right.
You're basically judging me based off of how I dress and saying
Yes,
that because
how
I
you just proves
Wait.
how much you want to be a man.
She does
Really?
not want to be
right? How? Because I go home and I cook. I go home and I clean.
Men cook too. Doesn't mean anything.
Okay, but what I'm saying is how I
She
dress
can birth a
doesn't
child
define
right now if she wanted.
exactly. Like I have
Actually,
two
children come from us.
I have two children.
Who carries it?
I have two
You're just an
children.
oven.
May I speak, Ebok?
You're just an oven.
You're just the oven. But that shows that the person who was saying this, he doesn't really care about
No, you're
females
just
at
an
all.
oven.
You clearly don't
Without
care
my
about
sperm,
Let's
females.
not talk
your-
over one another.
Your
They're
vagina
just
means
an
nothing.
object to your face.
Let's
Yes.
not talk over one another, please.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I believe J.O. asked to chime in. Let me hear what you have to
Okay,
say.
thank you. I'm gonna cut the accent now, and I'm gonna talk
Thank you.
very serious because Jenna, you have some very soft hands. Thanks for rubbing
Thank
my
you.
hands for
I
the last 10 minutes. You've been rubbing me, and I actually like it. Now,
Shut
to get to the shh, be quiet, please, my baby. Now, the point at hand. The main subject is what, Ebot? Male and female. Like, what is the?
Just asking questions and seeing where the dialogue goes. I think the original question I asked was just how has feminism positively impacted, and then I think they had questions for each other.
Okay,
that
with
arose that I liked.
with feminism, I think it has caused demasculinization of men, and I think
And the aggressiveness of women.
yes, and it's stripped the man of what makes men men. So now being a man is looked at as being weird. Being masculine is looked at as being weird. Being aggressive is looked at as being weird. Being the aggressor and being a provider, a female, the first thing out of their mouth would be, "I don't need a man for anything." So it's like you can't even come now with an equal playing field anymore.
So I want to introduce another topic then. Can masculinity be toxic?
No, without masculinity. Who's
Wait.
gonna-
Allow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me, sir. I'm so used to you picking me first.
That's why I'm trying to be fair. So
Masculinity can be toxic because ego and pride tends to get in the way of masculinity. Men were trained and they were trained to be, don't cry. Like, you can't cry. That shows femininity. Don't tap into your intuition. That shows femininity. Don't, like, you're a provider. Like, you got to be strong. Like, everything goes on your back. And because of that, men feel like this is the only way they know how to be. When there's so many ways, like, men cry. We know men cry. Y'all cry to women all the time. That doesn't make you less masculine. Y'all need help too. That doesn't make you less masculine. Nobody's saying, like, I understand that there are many women that say, like, I don't need a man and everything, and I totally understand that. But then you have to look, that means that you have to look at those women that make you feel valued. You have to look at those women who make you feel like you are somebody, and who speak positivity into you, who speak strength into you. You have to look at those women instead of looking at those women who follow the bartenders, who look at these women, those women who they feel like they don't need a man for anything. You guys are, like, looking for those type of women, and you're ignoring the women who actually speak goodness into you.
Okay. Now, you need to understand why young men have been raised not to be crybabies. Now, there's a reason for that. You cannot have two emotional people in a relationship.
True.
By nature, women are emotional by nature. Now, why are women emotional by nature? Because they're the nurturers. They have to be the ones that are soft because they're the mothers. You have to be soft for the baby, correct? You have to be a delicate flower, right? Now, what happens when women are emotional? What happens when women are emotional? What happens? Your window gets bust. She can't think straight. After everything goes down and she's mad and y'all make up, what's the first thing she says when y'all make up? You know what happens when I get mad. I just don't know. I just can't control myself. So now if you have two people like that in a relationship, how can you guys progress? The man has to be the head of the household. And being the leader, you have to think logically, meaning without emotions. If you're an emotional man, you will create emotional babies. Now, who's these guys out in the streets right now killing motherfuckers for no reason? Emotional men. If they was taught to control their emotions and not be whiny little babies, we wouldn't have so much murders in these streets. This is why men aren't supposed to be emotional. Because when you deal with emotions, you make irrational decisions. This is why. Men were taught and raised because we are the head of the households. We are the protectors. We were taught not to be like that because we have to be the rational thinkers. It's not that we don't deal with our emotions. We deal with it in different ways. We play sports. We fuck. We lift weights. We do other activities. We hunt. We bond. These are the things that men do to release their tension and their aggression. Women, you weep and you cry and you can't think. And you That's what y'all do. And this is why y'all stay confused. That concludes my answer, sir.
Yeah. User Sheiks wanted to know, what are the advantages of being your gender?
Go ahead.
Would you like me to go first?
Yeah.
Well, the advantages of being a man is, number one, I'm stronger. I'm faster. I think more logical. I'm a harder worker. And I do the fucking and don't get fucked.
Okay. The greatest thing.
Because have you ever seen a woman getting fucked? I would never want to be on that side. Because when I look at what I do to these women, I don't ever want to be distorted like that. I don't know how y'all can take it. Therefore, you know what? You do have strength in your vagina. Yes, you do.
The greatest thing about being a woman, for me, is the opportunity to balance myself out and be able to think logically one way when it comes to certain things, and think emotionally when it comes, and be a nurturer when it comes to like being a mom or being understanding. I think the fact that I have that balance is dope. I think the fact that I have strength mentally and not just physically. That is a gift that we have that is amazing, and we know how to use our gifts. I think that I think as a woman, the opportunity to, I don't know, I'm rebellious, so you know what I mean? I think
You see the disadvantage of being a woman, how confused she is?
I'm not confused. I'm just watching my words. It's two different things.
Wait, do you guys have your phones?
Yes.
Do you mind taking it out real quick just to see where we are with the Cash App donations?
I'd like to see. Let's see what we have here.
Again, if you want to vote for your winner with your dollar,
Thank you,
see,
Edward.
your favorite tomboy.
Thank you, Soho Finest Market.
We got,
Oh, sorry, that's not so. Thank you,
50,
Simon
60,
Smith. Thank you,
20,
G Blacks.
10,
Verna, thank you.
40,
Shakina, thank you.
Yeah, what's your dollar amount?
I have
I
$52.
I have 2, 4.
Kingface 22 Cash App.
Yes,
or
Kingface
your
22.
I have
favorite.
$20.
I have $52.
Your favorite tomboy.
Yes, I have $20.
Remember, the cap is $140, I believe. Said.
$51.
Yeah.
I mean $21. Sorry.
So far,
Now let's go back to the positives of being a man. Right? If we was to gather 20 women into this room, and it's just me, Ebok, Space Ghost, Flip, and J.O., who you think is going to win that battle?
If there's 20 women and what?
If there's 20 of you, females, who you think would win that? Now, as you can see, I gave them the advantage. Who you think would win that? Do you honestly believe
None of y'all?
that a woman could beat a man?
And what?
If you bring, listen, men are number one in everything.
No, they're not. I just beat y'all in Mortal Kombat.
No, I spanked your friend with a flawless victory. Now,
And I just beat I just beat a man in Mortal
Let's
Kombat.
talking about all the things that men are number one at.
Go ahead.
Man, the smartest person in the world is a man. The fastest person in the world is a man. The strongest person in the world is a man. The best cook in the world is a man. The best stylist in the world is a man. The best hairdressers. We even are better at being women than you.
Do you take into consideration that this still is a man-driven world and that we don't even get recognition?
It's a man's world.
The WNBA doesn't even get the recognition that they're supposed
Because
that
y'all
they
suck.
should get.
Nobody
Really?
watches that shit.
But I
It's
bet
boring.
you everybody
You can't dunk.
But I bet you everybody in the WNBA will probably bust
Objection.
your ass in
False.
real life.
Objection.
They can't even dunk.
Objection for the man that you beat in Mortal Kombat one time. I beat you 2 times in a row. And this
Okay.
is J.O. speaking.
But it doesn't
Talk
matter.
about your losses,
That's
not just
fi-
your wins.
No, he's
Y'all let us
talking
speak.
about that women. I mean, that men beat women in everything.
We do.
Really?
Who watches? Listen, it's the NBA that even pays your fucking salary. You guys make no money ever since the
Because
WNBA.
there
Wait
is-
a minute.
it's
Wait,
a
wait,
Let me
male-
prove this. Let me prove
It's
this.
a male
Wait,
driven.
no.
It's a
Let me ask you
male
question.
driven world.
Let
Like
me-
they're like
let
nah.
Let me ask you a question, sir. Let me ask you a question. In America, right? The ratio is 12 women to every 1 man, right? So there's literally 3 billion more women than there are men. If women really support their own kind, why is the WNBA not the super biggest shit ever? Because it's a woman shit, right?
The same reason why black people don't support their own
the only
kind.
time you women are entertaining is when you're attractive. This is the only reason why guys even watching you are sending you money, because you're attractive. Not because you're smart. Not because you have money. Not because of anything else, but the fact that you're attractive. You see, as a man, our advantage is I don't have to look good for people to pay attention to me.
Wait,
So-
I want to hear her what she has to say.
So
about that.
I have to look good for people to pay attention to me. Yet and still, you're telling me that I dress like a man and everything else. So that doesn't even add up to what
No,
you're
it just
saying.
proves that being a
First
man
of
is
all,
better.
No, how?
Because you want to be like me.
How do I want to be like you, Face?
Come on now.
Once
You're dressing
again,
like me.
I'm not dressing like you. You're dressing in a suit, tie, and shiny shoes, and
Like
I'm
how
sitting
men
here in
dress,
jeans,
like a
sneakers.
man.
What are you talking about?
Like a
so
man.
how is it that I'm trying to be like you when men like me?
You're probably the better
So
dressed
does
one
that
tonight.
mean that men are gay because they
No,
like
you're
me
the
and I
better
dress like a
dressed
man?
tonight. You're the better dressed man tonight.
Okay, I could be the better dressed man, and I would probably get you and your bitch.
I highly doubt that, because I actually come with a penis. Another advantage of being a man, you have to buy one. I was born with one.
I don't want one though. This is what I'm saying. You're telling me something. Number one, I don't want to be a man. I just like dressing comfortable. And number two, I don't
Now,
want
do
a
you
penis.
agree that the way you dress
I like
is
being a
perceived
woman.
as masculine?
It doesn't matter what
That's
it's
not what I asked you,
perceived
man.
to
Wait,
be.
you gotta let her. She
Some
use her
people
time
may
the way
think
she
that
wants
you're
to.
super emotional and you're saying you're logical, but does that mean that you act more like a woman because you're more emotional than logical? No, that you're not gonna
Don't
look at it
mistake
like that.
passion with emotion.
Passion is emotion.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Look it up.
When you say emotion, it has a negative connotation to it.
Connotation but
Right?
okay,
It
so when
does.
you say I dress like
But
a man, that has a
passion,
negative
which is
connotation.
okay, an emotion is more of a positive one. I'm speaking like this because I truly believe in what I'm saying. I'm not confused like most women are, like you was on this podium.
I've never been confused. Like, I am confident in who I am. That's why I can stay up here and not get offended. I'm not emotional. I haven't been emotional up here yet. So how can you say that most women are emotional when I haven't gotten to my feelings yet? Not yet. I've been chilling. Nothing you've said has moved me.
I'm at $71, sir.
That's great. And I bet you most of the men sent it to you, right?
It doesn't matter. It shows that men are the best. Thank you.
Wait, so let me ask you this.
So a
Face.
dollar amount shows you that men are the best.
What gender would you rather work with? That's a question from Jay Bander.
You can go first.
I'd rather work
no,
with
that's from Sheiks.
I'd rather work with men. The reason why I rather work with men is because I tend to be more laid back and I'm not as feminine, so I tend to be more comfortable
It's
with
crazy
them.
how there's more women in the world and yet they're not supporting her as much as the men are supporting me. But there's more of you. So I don't understand. The WNBA is a failure. Nobody wants to watch somebody dribble a ball unless it's a female dribble a ball unless it's a man's ball. We don't want to see you play basketball. You can't dunk. You can barely clap the backboard.
Men do
Who wants
support
to
men.
watch that shit?
Men do support men. I can say that.
No.
Women are more
Our sports
competitive.
are more entertaining. It's more fun to watch.
Because it's
who you have?
ego
What's that
driven.
female- what's
I
that
do
female
like
tennis
I
person?
do
What's her
like
name?
the WNBA. I mean I do
Serena
like the
Williams,
NBA.
right? Serena Williams is the #1 female tennis player in the world. But do you know she cannot beat the 200th male tennis player? The guy that's the 200th. Not the #1 guy. The 200th guy, she cannot beat him.
So who would you rather work with?
Of course, I'd rather work with men. Men work harder, and they work longer.
What about in
How is it that men
We work harder. First of all, you have menstrual periods. So you have to, y'all the devil. Y'all can breathe for 7 days and don't die. Who the hell does that?
So we work harder and we're less strong than men. Yet we can.
You do not work harder.
You never had a menstrual period in your life, and you never had to work through a menstrual period in your life. Nor have you had to work through your body going through hormonal changes. Nor could you even
We have to deal
tolerate.
with you women.
You couldn't tolerate menstrual cramps. You couldn't even tolerate a fucking having a baby. Yet we go back to work. We sit there and we nurture kids. We wear so many hats that y'all wouldn't even know what to do. Half of y'all men don't even know what to do in the house with a baby.
That's
So
hard.
how is it?
It's not hard to raise
So
a
how
child.
is it? It's not hard to raise a child.
Not at all.
So how is it the majority of men fold when during those
Single
times?
mother homes, children are more likely to go to jail. They have an 80% chance of going to
And
jail.
how many single women homes are there?
with the father around?
How many single women homes are there? If it was such
More
if it was such
than ever. You know
to-
why? Because you guys chose to pick the government.
Let's not speak over one another.
You chose to pick the government over the father of your child.
Is that so?
Yes.
So there's no deadbeat dads out there.
There's no such thing as deadbeat dads.
So there's no dads who don't take care of their children out there.
No,
there are no
yes.
dads who just because they not looking for marriage, they just looking to fuck, like you said, because according to you, that's all women have. So there's no men out there that just fuck women just to fuck women, get them pregnant, and then they just live separately.
No, y'all get yourselves pregnant. You guys have 30 ways not to get pregnant, yet you find a way to have a fucking baby. We have one way, a condom. Don't say pulling out. That doesn't even count.
So you coming
I'm
in
just
a
saying,
woman.
how does
You
a
have
woman-
to.
No,
You have to
You guys have
ejaculate.
the Depo, the IUD, birth control pills, condom, the female condoms. Y'all don't like it so much. They made a female condom, and you guys did not even buy it. It stayed on the shelf and collected dust. You women don't even like condoms and want to talk about shit. You want to get pregnant. They give you You think if men had birth control pills that children? Why do you think they didn't make it for men? Because they know our population would be a wrap. In the 50 years, we would be extinct if men had birth control pills. Because trust me, we would never miss a day. We would never miss a day.
So why y'all don't get clipped?
Clipped. Niggas still, that's our manhood. We don't want to lose that. So there's preventions. You have so many
getting
ways.
clipped means that you don't have
You
kids.
can get your tubes tied and get them untied.
No, they burn them now.
Oh, they burn them. But you can't get them tied and get them untied. Can you not?
Not anymore. They burn them.
But you was able to do it before. Can they not?
We're not doing that now, though.
If they did it before, they could still do it again.
Women do not get themselves pregnant. You have to ejaculate in a woman. So once again, what are you
Who has
doing
the
to
choice?
present? What are you doing to present? What are
Who
you
has
doing?
the choice?
Who? Both of y'all.
No.
It's both of y'all.
Only women have the choice when it comes to having a baby.
How?
Because the
Yes.
government says so.
Yes.
So the
women
government
have a
says
choice.
so. No.
Once pregnant, we do have the choice of whether we want to keep the baby or not keep the baby. But once again, you're talking about men and how they want to be men and all of these things, but yet they are ejaculating in women that they don't even
No,
see
we
a
come in
future
you because
with.
you like to be come in.
Okay,
What?
so that brings me into another topic that was potential that I can possibly bring up. So this is an issue of leadership and relationships between the two genders.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like a man should be leading, a woman should be leading, or it should be 50-50?
Can I speak on this matter?
Absolutely, Jay. I'm trying to...
Before Faye says anything, or Georgie says anything, I feel that males are better leaders because we make decisions off of morals and principles and not emotion.
And logic.
I've had plenty of situations where a female just gets emotional or she starts yelling and says, I'm PMSing. This is why I'm acting like this. Any woman that can be swayed by little things such as that is cramps and blood under times of war and pressure, females really don't react too good. And that's just what I've seen. Go ahead.
Jenna, how do you feel about that? I asked the question of how, what should the dynamic of a relationship look like? Men taking the leadership role, women taking the leadership role, or being 50-50? J.O. just introduced the idea of men taking that leadership role because women cannot. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I don't feel like because women cannot, because God forbid that man dies, then I'm forced to take that role. So I definitely feel like a man should take that role. But in past relationships that I've had, I had to take that role. So now, how do you explain that? They were born emotional, huh? So
Because they was
But
raised
I
by
do-
they was raised by their mothers. If their father was around, trust me, you would never had to deal with that. Now let me prove to you my point in what I'm saying. why men are meant to lead. I didn't touch anybody. I am not touching anybody. Now, do y'all agree that women are smaller than men? On average.
Yes.
We're not going to talk about specific circumstances where women are bigger than men. Mm-hmm. On average, are men bigger than women?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Exhibit A. This is a wrench. It's slender. It's leggy.
Why do you got a wrench?
Listen, it's slender. It's slender. And it's leggy. It's very, very sensual. So we're going to go with this one as being the woman. Right? We're going to go with this one as being the woman. Now, this is a man. Right? What happens when the woman is leading?
She gets eclipsed by the
No. I just want y'all to see. When the woman is leading, what happens? What do you see?
The man's still behind her.
What do you see? Do you still see the man?
Yes.
Do you still see it?
Yes.
Now, what happens?
That's your personal camera.
Okay. Now, what happens when a man leads?
Can't see the woman.
Where is she?
Eclipse.
Where is she? Do you want to know why? Because men, our natural position is to be the leaders. Because we're the ones that protect you. We're the ones that are supposed to guide you. When a woman decides to be with a man in a relationship, hold up. When a woman decides to be with a man in a relationship, that's you relinquishing the power and saying that I agree with you being my leader. Women do not allow men to be men anymore. And that's the reality.
Some men like bigger women, and you can see.
Oh, Space. Come on, Space, man. Get out of here.
And you can see her behind. But you know behind every strong man is a strong woman.
There we go.
And it has to be a real stronger man to deal with that motherfucking bitch.
Yo, what woman hurt you, though?
Fun.
Why
did she have to
was
be?
gonna go with the who hurt you tactic.
But clearly, for you to
Is it
think
because
like...
you women are so used to being hurt? that you
No.
automatically assume you know somebody's hurt?
Because I'm not hurt. I'm not a hurt woman. But the fact that you, like, for you to say that and then disrespect women in the same...
What did I disrespect? You women call each other bitches all day, every day.
Didn't I call you a bitch all day, every day?
No, girl.
So
We
you never
call
ever
each
spent
other
time-
sword sisters, right?
What?
Thank you.
Because
sword
you guys
sisters.
have your own personal bond. We're talking about the majority.
I don't say bitch. That bitch. No, I don't.
So you ain't never hit with that bitch? You ain't never hit with that?
No, but I've definitely called women bitches, but
Okay,
not all
that's it. End
day,
story.
every day.
Can we keep
No,
on?
that's not all
At
day,
war.
every day.
She
But
said
it's all
she
about
called women bitches.
it's all about the
said
connotation
she called women
and
bitches.
the disrespect.
Whoa,
First
no
of
talking
all,
over one another.
first of all, you
Go
say
ahead,
women
Georgie.
like it seems like for you.
What's wrong with being a bitch?
Oh.
You got to let her
He
finish.
can't let me finish. That's why I haven't said anything, because he just gonna keep going.
Actually, when you talk, you take about 20 minutes to get an answer through.
And
As you can
that's
see, my
fine. And when
answers are
you
very
talk
short
like
and
I-
simple and straight
like
to the
I-
point. When you let him keep talking, what do you hear? Emotions.
Face.
There was not one emotion in here, number one.
Okay.
And like I said, just because I'm taking my time to word what I say right doesn't mean anything. You just keep talking and talking and talking, and it doesn't mean that you're making sense because you're talking. You take one thing and you run with it. That's what you do, and it's fine. I totally understand it. But
why did you go with the hurt tactic? Did I ever say you was hurt?
I went with the hurt. I asked you a question.
But why would you ask that?
Because it seems like you have an issue with
It's funny
women.
when a man is strong and dominant, the first thing they say is he acts.
But you know what?
He hates
To
women.
me, no. I didn't say you hate women. You're putting words in my mouth. And to me, how strong and dominant are you're trying to be strong and dominant? Because a strong and dominant man doesn't have to prove that he's strong and dominant. He doesn't have to say certain things. You see it in the way he walks. You see it in the way he talks. He don't have to do certain things. He doesn't have to say certain things to prove that he is strong and dominant. And a strong, dominant man actually respects the women. That's why they like strong, dominant women. That's why they submit to a strong, dominant man, because they don't have
So
to
then
say
why
anything.
do nice guys finish last? If that is so
Because
true.
nice guys don't
if
know.
that is so true, why do nice guys finish
Because
last?
nice guys don't know the balance. There's a balance. Everything has a balance to it. You have to know the balance. You have to know when to be this way and when not to be this way. Just like I know when to be logical and when to be nurturing. I know when to be a mother and when to be superwoman. I know these things. It's a balance.
You only
and that's
have to be
an
all of that
advantage.
because you are a single mother.
And that I'm
If
not
you
a
wasn't
single.
a single
I'm not
mother-
a single mother at all.
So you're in a relationship.
I'm not in a relationship, but
So
my
you're a single mother.
My kids,
Then he goes
my
lying
kids,
again.
no.
Face.
My kids' parents My kids' parents, their fathers are very active in their lives. There is no problem. I have no problem with my kids' fathers at all. They are super active. Anything I ask them to do, they do.
So why do
and
you
they
have
are
to be the
strong
man?
men. I don't have to be the man, but if I feel like if there's a time where I have to be dominant and I have to put my foot down, then I have to put my foot down. I'm never trying to be a man. I am very, very strong in my femininity. I'm never trying to be a man at all. I don't need to take that place. I could never be a man.
Remember the good old days when the mother used to go, "Don't let me call your daddy." They don't have no daddy. He went to the store and never came back.
Well, I don't know that type of.
I'm not saying you in
Okay,
general.
because I have my father too, and maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I am so strong-minded. And the funny thing is, it's like you're trying.
You only have to be strong because you're single. If you
I
had
was
a man,
strong in a relationship.
if you had a man, you wouldn't have to be strong.
Really?
See, what y'all women don't understand, you think being submissive means you are in control.
No.
You're no longer in control. That's
No.
how you guys take submissiveness.
No,
Am I
that's
not
how
lying?
you guys
when
try
you
to make
tell
it.
a woman,
You just said.
when you tell a woman, or you say submissive to a woman, J.O., do they not assume that means that they have no power or no say-so in a relationship?
Yes.
That's what they assume, right?
Yes.
When that's far from the case. You see, the thing is, when your man is around, you're supposed to let him be strong for you. But when I'm not around, you're supposed to be the reflection of me. You're supposed to be strong as if I wasn't around.
Okay.
So a woman can't be a weak woman when she's dealing with a strong man. You have to also be strong as well. You're just not as strong as me. When I'm around, I'm the one that gets in that area for you. Right?
Yes.
When I'm not around, now you have to be me. Because anybody knows, I've seen women change their religions when they went. I never seen a man change his religion for a woman because women can be
I
slaves.
have. I do. Everybody changing
Nobody
everything.
changed their religion. Them niggas just started dressing weird.
And they started doing
But
different shit.
But she
Wait.
also dealt with beta males.
Wait a
She
second.
dealt with beta males. Those men are beta males.
So every man ain't an alpha.
That's the point that I
Yes,
made.
you're right. Because they was raised by their mama.
It's
But
okay
that doesn't
for a
necessarily
woman-
mean that they were raised by their mama. Like when people grow up, they choose their paths. They parents, what you learned growing up may have set in. But once you got a certain age, you started choosing your own path. You started being who you wanted to be. Your parents couldn't tell you nothing. So if you choose to be more emotional or whatever, or maybe that side feels more comfortable with you, comfortable to you, then that's fine. And once again, like if you're at work, if I'm in a relationship and my man is at work and my kids are home, yes, I have to take care of that household. That means I have to put on that strong, stern, don't play with me. I don't have to call him for everything. But that's the thing. Men are needy.
Every real man
Men are
teaches
needy.
their woman how to handle things
no.
under pressure.
Really?
Yes.
So now men teach their women
Yes.
things. So women
Where do you
don't
think you
know
learn
anything.
what you learned
My
from?
father.
No.
Not a man. My
Who
father.
gave you your rights?
Work hard.
Who gave you your rights?
Well, that leads
It wasn't a woman, it was a man.
Who gave me my rights? I do what the fuck I want to do. What are you talking about?
That leads me into another question, which would be, do women have positive role models? But before any of you answer that, I want you to just check your Cash Apps one more time. That is your favorite tomboy or Kingface22. Vote for who you feel is winning this debate.
Where's the ladies
The
at?
callers.
Yeah, I got one.
This is all about the
Justin.
callers. You
Justin
guys
Vaughn,
are
at
thank
78,
you. Mark Hill,
78.
thank you.
What's the dollar amount?
I'm at 78.
I'm counting from here because I already have money in my cash app, so I'm counting from here.
Yeah.
10, 20.
She might have $40.
Yeah, about $40. That's fine. Yeah, about $40.
All my fellow
J.O.'s sending him cash apps.
So
that's none of your business.
J.O.
Why
is
aren't you
sending him
cash
cash apps.
That-
Why aren't you sending
That's
cash
Because
all-
I'm playing
Jenna,
fair and square.
no,
Flip,
Jenna,
that
no.
I'm playing fair
Flip.
and square.
Jenna,
Stopped.
Jenna, what we're not going to do is lie. I have not sent Face any money.
You are
We're
allowed
not
to.
going to lie. We're not going to lie, Jenna. Don't do that. You're lying. You're lying to make sure you seem like we're
allowed
cheating.
to.
You're lying. I have sent no money. You can check all of my look. You can check all my transactions.
How many different accounts do you
I
have?
only have one.
Lies.
Look.
So do women have positive role models? That question was sent from Inyeko Onwucharabu.
Okay.
Ba.
Okay.
Yeah, do women have positive role
Yes,
models?
women have positive role models. Like I have positive role models in my life, and I have positive role models that I look at. Like, do I have to name them? Like,
Yeah, name one.
Jada Pinkett is a positive role model to me.
What makes her positive?
She uplifts women. She does her thing. She's very positive. She's all about philanthropy. Is that the right word? Like, she's a very positive person. She doesn't sell. She's not selling sex.
I like this example that you used
Yes,
here.
she's not selling
Perfect.
sex. She's a loving mother. She's nurturing, and she's not submissive to her man.
Oh,
but she's
that is a lie.
partner to. No,
No,
she's
no.
a partner
No, that is
to
a
her
lie.
man.
That is a lie.
She's a partner
If you ever
to her
watch her
man.
interviews, she has clearly said that I allow my man to be a man. This is why our relationship
not
lasted
being
so-
that's
no, no,
not
no.
being
That's
submissive
what, no, no,
to me.
No, she respects her man in the
Yes.
position that he plays.
Yes.
And this is why their relationship have lasted this long.
Yes.
And this is what you women are not doing.
Does she say I submit to my
Yes,
man?
she said it numerous times. There's interviews proving it that yes said I submit to my man. Because a real woman submits to her man. A real woman understands that the man is the head of the household and he is the one that runs shit. Because he's the one that provides. We go out there every day, risk our life, health, and freedom. What the hell do you women really go through? What?
What?
do you have
What?
to go through
Did he
besides
just
having-
say? Are you kidding
What do you
me?
have to go through
Pause and
besides
let him
having
respond.
a period?
Let him respond. Jenna, you want to chime in?
What do we go through besides having a period?
Yeah, what do y'all go through? What's
Okay.
so hard about being a woman? Tell
Raising
me.
children.
Well, that's not hard.
That's one in
easy.
itself. It's
That's
not easy.
It's very easy to raise a
It's
child.
not easy.
I got custody
You're
of my
talk-
son, and I've raised him without his mother. So let's try again.
Where's your son right now?
Oh, he's at my dad's house right now.
He's
not
at your
with his
dad's
mother.
house.
He never was living with his mother. Always lived with me.
Oh, so that's the issue.
No,
Okay.
there's no issue. Me and my baby mother have a great relationship. I also, her son is also my godson, her new baby boy. And me and her baby father
So-
are very close friends.
So why aren't you together?
Oh, because I just wanted to fuck. And because I didn't have no control
He's
of her
just
having this
proving
baby.
me correct.
No. I'm proving myself correct. Where she had the choice. Because if I had the choice, my son would not be here. I'm happy that he is. But the reality is, if it was my choice, it wouldn't be here. Just like 90% of these men out here that have babies by these women, if we went with our initial thought, that child would not be here. But because women are the only ones that have a choice in whether they have a baby or not, because we cannot control it, even by the government standards. If I say I don't want you to have a baby, I can't stop you. But if I want you to have a baby and you don't want to have a baby, I can't force you. So either way, you're the only one with that control. Don't tell me because I came in your pussy that automatically gave me that power. Wrong. Because at the end of the day, if you didn't want to have that baby, you could easily abort it. Doesn't matter if I came in you 100 times or one time. It doesn't make a difference. You're the only one that holds the power. Because guaranteed.
So women have the power.
Fellas, if you vote for
So
me.
women
end of
have
the
the
day.
power.
Fellas, if you vote for me.
So you're saying that women have the power.
Fellas, ladies,
You're
if
not
fellas, I don't know
answering
women-
me.
Men don't have no power.
So what
when
are
it
you
comes
saying
to
that
having
women
children.
have the
Fellas,
power?
if you vote for me, I promise you I will have the laws changed where both parents have to sign a letter saying that they want to have the baby. If the father says he does not want the baby and the woman does, she has to sign a waiver saying that he has no liability on that baby. I guarantee you then, a lot of you women would not be having children if men had the power to walk the fuck away and would have give you nothing. So if
But
you
you
vote for
walked
me,
away.
If you vote for me, fellas, 2019 to 2020, if you vote for me,
He just walked away though, because he just wanted to fuck. He had a baby, but she had the power.
Wait, let's not talk over one
Both
another.
parents will have to agree if they want that baby to be born. Now, if one parent says, if the father says he doesn't want to be around, then she has to sign a waiver, and she has that baby. She can't get no child support. She can't get nothing. Now, if it's the other way around, the woman still has that choice. She can have the choice, say she don't want it, and the man can't fight for that, which men can. But we never win. So therefore, women are the only one that have the power. If you vote for me, fellas, we will end child support.
He just said
Wait,
women
what?
don't have no power
Yeah.
and men run everything and they have
allow
the
her to speak.
decisions. And now he's saying that
You
women
only
have the power and they
because
have
we
the
gave it
decisions.
to you.
You gotta let it talk.
Oh my God.
Georgie.
Oh my
Go
God.
ahead.
I'm just trying to understand because he just contradicted himself. First, he said that men run the world and men choose and men do this and men do that, and then say women have the power, and then
No,
say,
we
oh,
gave you the
I
power.
left because
What power did you have?
He just arguing me about me being single and because women want to be men, but he just said he left the girl he was fucking because he just wanted to fuck. I'm confused.
Yeah, because she told me I couldn't fuck.
He's
just
backtracking on a couple of things.
wanna have my
I'm
baby.
confused.
Once again, you women can't
One at
even
a
stick to
time.
your own guns.
One at
I
a
told the
time.
bitch, I said, once I fuck you, you gonna have my baby.
What?
And that's what the fuck she did. Thank you.
So you said once I fuck you, you gonna have my baby, and that's what she did. But
And
she had
I
the choice.
fucked her. No,
But
because
so you told her to have the baby because men have the
I
power.
said you're gonna want to have my baby. That's what I said there. I
And
said,
then
you're
you
gonna
impregnated her
to-
because
I did not impregnate her.
It took your semen.
No, she could have
And her, she
easily.
can't have.
One at a time.
She
One
could have easily went
one
to
at
the
a
abortion
time.
clinic from the time she found
So
out. and
mess
got
up
rid
your
of it.
body. So mess up your body and go to the abortion
Man, y'all
clinic.
these girls, I
'cause
know
you
got like 5, 6, 7 of them things. They
Everybody's
still
bu-
good.
Yo, hold
Everybody's-
up. We gotta speak one at a time. Please. Georgie, go ahead.
I'm just trying to understand how in one sense, well, a few minutes ago, it was just that men have the power. Men are dominant and whatever men, like women don't respect men and they want to be the man and all of this stuff. And behind, you can't see a woman behind a man and everything. And then he says that women have power. He says that the reason why he's talking about marriages and marriage don't exist because women, they don't respect men, but yet you're not respecting women. This whole time we've been up here, you haven't respected a woman. You haven't said
Tell
nothing.
me one thing I said that was
You
negative.
haven't said.
I sat here and talked
Tell me
about
one-
taking care of women. When women have, when I'm talking about taking care of women.
He
I'm
was
talking,
mad points.
Wait,
son.
I'm talking about
Who's
taking
keeping tabs?
care of women. I'm saying to you that the old ways of relationships worked better. They lasted longer. Ask your
They were
grandparents.
toxic.
No. They was able to be in relationships for 50 to 60 years. Today and age, a year is considered a long relationship. Why is that? You have to ask yourself that question. Why is that? What has changed? The only thing that changed in that dynamic was women getting rights. Because once a woman feels like she can take care of herself, she can start looking at a man with the I don't need you mentality. When back in the day, you needed men. Because without us, you wouldn't be able to survive because we was the one that was the providers. So now that we gave you that power because we wanted to tax you too, men gave you that power in order to work and do those things because you didn't have that power until we gave it to you. So therefore, just like a queen can't marry a man and turn him into a king. But only a king could marry a woman and turn her into a queen.
That is human nature, and that's in the past. Number one, did he just do that? What?
I'm about to. We're about to give you guys a chance to make your final statements.
Yeah,
In
because
essence, try to give yourself a little synopsis of how you feel things have went, and then we're gonna go to the phone calls. I want you again to check your cash apps, please. Your favorite tomboy.
I'm at 87.53.
King Face 22. Put your money where your mouth is. It's been a lively discussion, very positive. I feel like we've gotten some things here, and we want to hear your feedback. This is the callers. It's about you sitting at home, and we're about to open the phone line, 646-756-5080. Closing statements. I'll give. Wait. Well, what was your Cash App total right now, Georgie?
I don't know. I just only.
She's at $43.
I honestly don't know where I'm at. My cash app.
She's
isn't
basically
at
not going to
43.
tell you because it means that she hasn't gotten enough. That's what that
No,
means.
I haven't gotten a lot of money, but I don't know
Exactly.
where I'm at.
Yeah. Because the women don't support their own. Proof again.
Okay, so I'm so closing argument.
Proof
I'll-
again.
Let
and
her
what?
go first.
Proof again. I don't have any closing arguments. I mean, at the end of the day, I already know what a debate with face is, and it's fine. Like,
Has she conceded defeat?
Yo, this is the closing
he
argument.
should have lost. He should have lost
during-
mad times because, as I recall, Flip said that if you cut somebody off, that you lose points, and he cut me off. I don't know how many times. I mean, I don't know anybody who wants to try to talk over somebody or who wants to continuously keep talking when somebody can't. You can't even get a word out. I have ADD. Once you start talking, I lose my train of thought. That's why I've been stuttering up here because once he started talking, I forget what I gotta say.
not distracting you,
Because we're going off topic. We're going here. We're going there. But regardless, I'm still standing strong in what I say. At the end of the day, men, y'all traditionally rule the world, but women have very strong points. Women are a real big asset in life, regardless. There's a lot of things that we help y'all through. There's a lot of things that we do for y'all. We have your kids at the end of the day. And we're not only good for having kids, we're very motivational. We're very strong. We're very stronger than you. And we're mentally strong. Physical strength and mental strength are two different things. And mental strength you can't fuck with. You can't endure half of the shit that the women endure. You can't even
Name one.
Cheating.
Cause y'all stupid.
Cheating. A woman cheats on you one time, it's the end of the world. You
No,
hate
that's because
every
we're
woman.
smart.
Face,
Only
you
an
got-
idiot
Face.
will keep going through the same process
Face, this is not the
100
rebuttal
times
time, man.
and expecting
You got-
change.
you gotta
That's
let
called
it-
insanity.
You gotta let it talk.
Then when we actually get the strength to leave you, then you want to tell all your friends and you want to tell everybody how we ain't shit and how she left me and she probably fucking this nigga. You want to degrade us. You want to do all of this stuff because we left your dumb ass. So let's be clear. You could not. We have the strength to forgive you, to look at the good things that you have, not just focus on the bad things, but to look at the good things that you have within you. We see the greatness in you. You guys take advantage of that. But once again, like I said, if a woman cheats on you, it's the end of the world. You hate every woman. You treating every woman bad. You degrading every woman. But yet we can be cheated on. We can forgive you. Number one. Number two, we could rise up out of that shit and we could still handle business like nothing never
Women
happened.
cheat more than men.
And we can move.
It's a fact.
That has nothing to do with my
Women cheat
argument
more
right
than
now.
men.
Okay.
That has
Now,
nothing to
now,
do with my
now,
Is
argument
this
here.
closing arguments or is
Can I
this
rebuttal?
whole new argument?
Can I
Which
rebuttal
one?
this real quick? Can I
Let's
rebuttal this real
go.
quick? She said that men bash their women, right?
Face,
now, when you're on
face,
social
face.
media,
This
when
is
you're on
closing
social
argument.
media,
This is closing
who
argument.
do you see bashing men? Only women. Only women dog their man. For example, you know my ex. She called dogging me. To you, you was there. I never dogged her. Did I ever say anything bad about her? Speak up. Speak up.
No, you have not.
Oh, but yet it was the female that sat there and talked shit about me, and then what else did she do? Hit me back. I'm sorry, please. Can you please? Wow, that's confusion, isn't it? Not.
Yes.
Only women do these things. If you go on social media now, you only see women dogging men. I'm probably one of the few men that actually speak up for men and on our behalf, because most men are scared. Because yes, the true power is that most men are fucking suckers. So they control by pussy. The reason why y'all have no advantage over me, because I don't give a fuck about that little wet hole you think is special when every other fucking female got the same shit.
So what did you say positive about women since we've been
What did I
here?
say bad? I said all y'all pussy
What did you
feel
say
good.
good?
I tell women all they
Did
pussy
he
feel
say
good.
that?
You know what they say? No, it's not.
Did he say all
You
all
guys
pussy
bash
feel
your
good
own-
up here?
Yo, when I say, how many times you heard me say that all women have good pussy?
did.
Then women will argue that. Instead of accepting it.
I zoned out.
They will argue that.
I'm sorry.
They
I
will
zoned
argue
out.
and say, no, not every pussy is good. How the fuck would you know? You don't even know what your pussy feels like.
All right, now it's time to go to the phone call. 646-756.
That's your closing argument.
No. I didn't get to do my closing argument.
This is about to be 20 minutes.
That was your closing
This is
argument.
about to be 20 minutes.
Yeah.
This is about to be 20
That was
minutes.
fine.
That was your chance.
Do you have a
Shot your love.
question for the debaters?
Yeah, call in.
We can make up now.
No, because you was a part
Do
of
you
this
have a
distraction.
question for the debaters?
Face was good.
Hello, how are you?
I kind of want to play the devil's advocate real quick. I got a question for Georgie.
Yes.
Georgie, are you a religious person?
No, I'm spiritual.
Spiritual, okay, that's fair. Well, you know, in religion, it's the Most High, His Son, the man, and then the woman.
Mm-hmm.
That is the status quo of religion, of the stature.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said,
Well-
I kind of want to play the devil's advocate because in that same synopsis, King Face, as a man, should never even debate a woman. He's supposed to talk to her man.
You said, say
You
that.
guys
Can you
understand
repeat
this?
that again?
As a man, he should never debate a woman.
Mm-hmm.
He is supposed to debate with another man.
Understandable.
So-
I get what you're saying.
So the whole platform was kind of slighted because a man is always going to have an advantage against a woman because he is held at a higher regard.
I understand what you're saying. We know this already, but the thing isn't really, to me, the thing isn't really what we're debating, because I mean, these are questions that were based off of questions that the audience, gave, like the questions that the audience wanted to know. I already know that traditionally and in society that men have a higher advantage than women. That's why women are fighting for their rights. And I understand in religion what you're saying too. I mean, spiritually, if you know that we in spirituality, both parties, we both have feminine and masculine energy, and it's all about basically just balancing the two out. But of course, women, in society, the norm is we're nurturers, we're the homebodies. We take care of the kids, we cook, we do all of this. This is traditionally. And I mean, and the men, they go out and they work and they provide for their family.
What is so hard about staying home, keeping yourself clean, and making food? Something that you
I'm
do
active
on a regular basis.
I'm
That's
active.
Not
I like
that's
to
difficult.
do things, and I don't
men, 90% of men is men that die during working. 90% of men are the ones that commit suicides. We're the only ones that have pressures in life. What pressure do you have as a woman? A man can't even hit you without being called all types of things. A woman could sit there and fuck a little boy and nobody will say anything and will leave it like it's not a big deal. But if a man does it, he's R. Kelly. And now all of a sudden it's a problem. So we already have this balance thing that's going on. Like at the end of the day, men are the dominant species. If they didn't feel like we was the dominant ones, then they wouldn't be attacking us.
This is the thing is, even if men are dominant, it's not about you being dominant. It's about the things, the conditions that you put on that dominance. It's supposed to be this way. Men are supposed to be in control. Who said that? Even if you're dominant doesn't mean control.
You cannot beat up a man.
But what does that mean?
That's what makes us dominant.
That doesn't make you dominant.
Yes.
No, it doesn't. So what? You can beat a woman. What does that mean?
All right, guys. Do you have a question for the debaters?
Yes. Not really even a question. I just want to agree with Face on these new age females. Like, first of all, these new age females don't even appreciate, and they don't even post their man up on Instagram, none of these social media, or nothing like y'all just beside yourself nowadays.
Why do we have to post men on social media?
And it's not even like just posting, like, y'all just losing your values.
But why do you feel like you need to be praised? That's not dominance, that's ego. Why do you feel like you need to be praised? Are you praising your woman? That's in a relationship, that goes both ways. It's like y'all want it to go one way. Men are supposed to be praised and all of this stuff. Y'all supposed to do everything. Y'all supposed to get everything. What is the woman getting in your relationship?
We take care of you. We shield you from the bullshit of the streets.
Exactly.
This is why.
But you're shielding us from the bullshit of the streets. What if we don't want to be shielded? Like, everybody should have a choice to me. And that's not just like, nobody wants to be constricted. Nobody wants to be constricted. Maybe if you stop trying to control your women, maybe she would be more what you need, because she might not want to do the shit that you're telling her to do. Maybe she loves in a different way. You never know, because you're so busy trying to put her in a box instead of letting her be herself. And maybe if you let her be herself, she'll be the loving person and the woman that you want.
That sounds all cute and everything. First of all, I have one female my whole life, which is my daughter's mother. I know a lot of females. I speak to a lot of females. I like to pick their brain.
Okay.
And they tell me the same thing that Face is saying, and they say they agree with me and they agree with guys like Face.
Okay.
It's experience.
Y'all notice that when women are in relationships where they are in control, they're very most unhappy. Those relationships never work.
But who's
Why
talking
is
about
that?
women being in control? Who's talking about?
Nobody's.
This is not a control issue.
There's only one head of a household. It cannot be two heads of a household. There's no such thing as 50-50. No matter how much you guys may believe that all you want, there's always somebody with the upper hand, and that's the person that cares the least.
So that means at the end, all right, see, and this is the thing. Everything to me, it sounds like you're ego driven.
This has nothing to do with
yes,
ego.
it does.
It has to do with rite of passage at the end
What's
of the day.
the rite of passage? Who said this? Where's this written?
So
Where's this
when
written?
there's a noise in the house.
No, where is
at
this?
night. When
no,
there's a
answer
noise
me.
in the house at night.
Answer me.
When
You're
there's
not
a noise,
answering me.
who goes and check that noise?
The man.
The man, right?
What does that
Why
have to
is
do?
the man the
what
one that has to take the risk of making sure he protects you?
Because you want a man to be a man. If she go down there and be like, no,
So what's
babe,
a man?
right
What's a
there,
man?
I'm
Tell
gonna
us
go
what a
down
man
there.
is. What you say? Be a
What
man.
does that have to do
In what
with
way?
anything?
You said be a man. Tell me how.
You the one who's saying a man needs to be a man
So a
and women
man is a
aren't letting
protector,
be
right?
a man.
He's a protector.
That's what you're saying.
No,
I'm
I'm
going
asking
off
you.
of what you're
I'm
saying.
asking you. Is a man a protector?
A man is whatever you want the man to be. Regardless, is a man a protector? That's what he's known
So
for
what's
being.
a man's role to you? What do you feel is a man's role? Since you
I don't
can
know what
work.
a man's role is. Yes, I can
So
work.
why do you women care about what a man has in his pockets if you can make your own money?
I don't care about what a man has in his
No.
pockets
We're not
at
talking
all.
about. You're representing
I'm a
the female.
woman. I'm representing the females.
Okay, and a majority
if a
of
woman
women-
is saying she don't need a man, why is she? How can she say she don't need a man and then you're saying she's
Beyonce
worried
had
about
y'all
his
bitches
pockets
gassed
and
until she fucked
another-
Jay-Z, and now she's an obedient woman that doesn't say much and stays her place.
How is she hold on. Even if you're talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce, how is she an obedient woman when she gets she's doing very good on her own without
And she
Jay-Z?
plays the back burner.
How does she play the back
She
burner?
plays the back
She's
burner.
the one who's
When's the
selling
last time
out.
y'all seen Beyonce?
When the last time you seen Jay-Z?
Oh, yesterday.
Jay-Z is doing one thing and Beyonce is doing another thing.
No.
Beyonce has
She doesn't overshadow her man. Never has.
They're in two different
I
boxes.
can show you
though.
pictures right now. No. See, a real woman knows.
Together, she doesn't overshadow him. Together, on the run tour, she doesn't overshadow them. They play
Why?
their
Because
positions.
she respects her man. No.
Individually.
Say that again. Say that again.
Individually.
No. Wait. What's that last thing you just said? They do what?
Together, she
No.
doesn't. Individually.
No. After that, you said they do what? They play what?
They play the part.
What's the part?
In their relationship.
What's the part?
The part
her
is
part?
he's the husband, she's the wife.
Okay.
What are you
No.
trying to get?
Okay,
to?
as the husband, what's his position?
He's the man. What do you want? I don't understand what you want me to say.
Okay, what's the woman's position then? Fine.
She's the woman. She's
What
the
is her
feminine.
role?
She's the feminine. She's
What
the
is she-
nurturer.
what is a
he's
woman
the
supposed to do in a
masculine.
relationship?
He's the logical one.
What is
That's
the-
how I look at it.
Say that again?
He's the logical one.
Okay.
She's the nurturer.
Note that.
So you think that behind closed doors, or you think that she doesn't
She
say
is
anything?
running that shit.
You
Stop
like
it.
exactly.
Hold on, all right,
behind
all right.
every strong
Sorry.
man is a strong. They help each other. That's how that
Do you
works.
have a-
They help each other.
We had to talk about points. I had to talk.
We're
A
not
lot
gonna-
of
we're not
points.
She cut me off many times as well.
I cut
so
him
as
off
her,
many
her
times.
assistant.
I have to go back to the table. We got to talk about points. I wasn't in the room or the facility. We got to talk about points. I heard
We
you
both
complain.
cut each other off several times, so it's
You know what's funny, Flip?
Yes.
The commenters are saying you're gonna come in on her side, and you just did
Yes, we
exactly
all know
what they
she's-
said.
You're over.
They've been saying this, and then you just did it.
I'm not coming on anybody's side. I'm just.
How many times he cut me off though?
Why would you be worried about the points
Wait,
if I
but
wasn't
J.O.,
destroying her?
I said
All right,
that
Ebon,
you're
come
not
here the whole
destroying
time.
me.
Let him
Let me
talk.
tell you.
I'm
Let
not
me tell you
coming
what.
at NWO.
Let me tell you what.
at me?
Hold
I'm not coming
on.
at you.
Flip.
You came to her defense again.
I did not.
No, what he's doing is he's going off topic. We're talking about one thing, and then he's going to his point, and he's talking about another thing. So now I have to talk about whatever it is he's talking about, but he's talking so fast and he's talking so much that I can't even go back to the regular point because I done forgot about the regular point. I guess that's good. I guess it's not. I don't know. But either way, regardless,
You agreed that men are more logical.
I'm way more logical than you, though.
No, not at all.
Yes, I am.
You have
try
been
to come with
confusing this
facts.
whole time.
How? How have I been confusing?
You have been on. We don't
You've
know.
been confusing
we
this
don't
whole
know
time. You've been
whether-
contradictory
No.
this whole
2
time.
more calls, then we're going to.
We don't know. Are you? If you disagree with me or agree with me? For a second, men are logical. Then she said about roles, and then when I try to question her on the roles, she
Because-
tried to say he's a man. He's
Yes.
a woman. Then when I asked her, what is
A
his role as a
partnership-
man?
No touching.
It's not about being dominant because he's not dominating
What is
her.
a man's
he's
role,
letting her be her. Correct me
What
if I'm wrong.
is a man's
In their
role?
relationship, he's letting her
Okay,
be her. He's
okay.
not controlling what she's doing. He's not trying to say, look, I run the show. He's not running the show. When it's Beyonce's time, he steps to the side and he lets his woman be her. And when it's his time, she steps to the side and she lets her man be him. That's the balance of it. He's not trying to dominate her. He's not saying fuck bitches. He's actually loving his woman. He's admiring admiring his woman. He's speaking highly of his woman. He's not talking down his woman.
No, his
He's
last
not
few
saying
records,
all she
he
has
was
is a pussy
talking
and
shit
I
about
fuck
bitches.
her. But when it comes to his woman, the woman that
that's
he's
his
with,
one. No man
when it comes
really
to
bashes
his
their woman when they're in a
Really?
good
You've been
relationship.
bashing the whole. You just said
What
your
woman
baby
do I have
mother.
that I bashed?
You
I didn't
just
bash
said
her.
your baby mother.
I didn't bash her. What did I say bad
You
about
just
her?
said because I wanted to fuck her, and you.
Why was that bad?
Bro, you didn't speak highly of her when you was
What
up
did I
here.
say negative?
You didn't speak highly
So
of
me
her.
saying I wanted to fuck her, you don't think that's highly enough? I was attracted to her.
I didn't want her to
Obviously,
have the
she had to be
baby,
special
and
in
she
order
had
to
the
wanna fuck
baby
her.
anyway. Is that positive?
I don't understand. I didn't want to
Not
have the
saying
baby.
I didn't want. All right,
What's
but
negative
is
about
that?
that?
I haven't heard you speak highly
But
of a
what's
woman
ne-
since you've
no,
been
no,
up
no,
here.
no, no. But you haven't heard me say nothing negative either. What did I say negative?
Wait, guys, check your Cash Apps one more time. Since we're close to
Question for the debaters.
King Face 22, your favorite
so Georgie,
tomboy.
all right, so for a woman, right?
Really?
A
I got
grown
sent
woman
$40.
that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Does she have it better than a guy in life?
What you said? I'm
Like-
sorry.
Yo, you ain't
Like
shit.
What you said?
Like a beautiful
Okay.
woman compared to a regular
We're
guy.
gonna go check to see who
Like,
said these cash
she
apps.
has it better in life than a man would.
We're gonna go check to see who said these cash apps. Because this man here, did I tell you this debate was gonna be biased?
I can't even
Did
hear.
not tell y'all this debate was gonna be biased. He sent her
understand the question?
$40.
He
Right.
did not send me $40.
No. Stop it. When everybody was mad, it was something about, oh, J.O. can't send nothing. That
He
was a
was
problem.
sending you stuff. He was.
He
He
telling
didn't
his
send me
friend
anything.
me
I didn't get a cash
He
app
was
from him.
telling
I
his
didn't
friend
even hear the
that
caller though. Caller, what did you say? I'm sorry.
No, like I think a beautiful woman has a better life than a man because, like, women get
They
stuff
treated
for
like
free all the
stars.
time, or like free coffee or free bacon or whatever the case is. You know what I mean? Like, people do stuff for women that other than they would do for a man. You know what I mean?
Okay. So
Like if you ask me for
handsome
a dollar
men.
and
So
I was
you
asking for a
saying
dollar,
that?
they would
No.
give it to you before they give it to me.
Men don't have an advantage looking good.
Really?
No, we
Men
don't.
has no advantage. Men
No, we
has no
don't.
advantage. With jobs,
Men don't have an
only-
advantage.
no, no,
to
the
fucking,
only
they
thing
don't fuck all the
equivalent-
bitches in
the
the fucking
only thing
in the
equivalent
office.
to a beautiful woman is
They
a
don't
rich
fuck
man.
all the bitches that come.
Wait,
The
one at
only
a time.
thing
One at a time.
equivalent-
If you have money,
I was
you win
told-
The
over a
only
woman.
thing
Yeah.
equivalent
what
to
did
a
ASAP
beautiful
Rocky
woman
say? He was
is
a bad
rich
bitch,
man.
right? That's what he said. ASAP Rocky said he was
No,
a bad
actually,
bitch.
I'm the first one to say that. They
He
copied my
did.
shit. I said it first. I started that whole niggas bad bitches on our city boy shit because y'all women want to talk this fly shit about y'all get money. Y'all gonna spend some of that shit over here too.
That's not feminine.
No, that ain't feminine at all. I thought you said that's
Like,
masculine.
I would never go
I'm
to a
going
bar and
about
get a free
based
drink.
off of
But
what
if a
you're
beautiful
saying.
ass girl
saying
You're
goes to a
saying
bar
that
and
the
get a
man
free
is the
drink,
provider, but you're being provided for.
All right.
So if you're being provided for, what does that mean?
Backpedal.
He been backpedaling. He been hitting this like.
I never backpedal.
All night.
You just said like
What's your
you're
total?
contradicting yourself.
I never contradicted myself.
Yes, you
one
did.
bit.
You just said women, if they want to
It's
be,
okay.
if they want to spend money on you, gonna let them spend money on you. But
You're
men
damn
are
right.
supposed to be the providers. So if men are supposed to be the providers, and you got women tricking on you, there's a disconnect here. Is it not?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm at $117.18.
Wow, what a jump. Must have been J.O.'s friend.
No. Well, where's your friends?
What about your friend?
Go ahead. No, I'm just saying. Did you send her some money? Did you want to help her out?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Queenzflip. Did you not send her $40
I
just
did
now?
not send anything.
What?
You just sent her
I
$1.
don't know why you keep thinking that he sent me
40.
money?
How much money you got, Georgie?
Not much.
What's going on?
Shout outs to Marcus Mendez for the $25 donation. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm going to give all my high bidders a shout out. Thank you very much. Shouts out to Cody Diaz, $20. Thank you. Let's see who else we got here. Hold on. We have another $10 from Cody Diaz. That's $30 from Cody Diaz. Thank you. Shouts out to you. Let's see.
Cody got money.
Reggie Smalls, $10 from you. Bria Jackson, no, you cannot get $100. Don't you dare request it. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. Shout out to my high bidders.
Okay, well, well, everybody, the show is over.
Yeah, the show's over.
This episode will be out sometime next week. You can choose who you want in the comments. Hopefully, we can get, we have a secret debate next.
What's the secret debate?
We got Stace in the building.
Let's go, Stays!
Oh my God, Cuzzo, for real?
Stay online.
I didn't come here for that, man.
Georgie and Face pulled in 800 people on the YouTube live. Round of applause for them both.
Oh my God.
Georgie and Face pulled in 300 and something people on Instagram. Round of applause.
That's 1,200 people. About
1,100, sir. Good job. Round of applause for 1,100 in attendance tonight. We have a secret debate, which will be J.O. They're going to take an intermission. Real quick, shout out to King Face. Shout out to Georgie. This was the callers. Great debate rematch. It was a successful event. We got donations. Shout out to them.
and I made the most money. So technically,
Well,
You won.
Let's go, provider.
Let's go, provider.
Oh.
Let's go, provider. Oh, now he don't want to
Dominant
provide.
provide.
Oh, now he don't want to provide now, right?
I just want to say I will go look at the footage and see who interrupted who the most. We will take a tally and see who gets the prize in February. You know, a lot of interruptions. I don't know how much points we deduct. I have to talk to Space Ghost, who is the executive producer of this, and then Ebok. We will definitely have a meeting with Ebok. People are.
So my attempts to interject were nonverbal. So the audience probably didn't see me trying to tell someone to slow down or to speak. But like, yeah,
They were complaining
as a
saying
moderator,
about you not interjecting enough.
I interjected physically and I'm off camera. So even
gotta
though you
turn
may
the
not
shit
have
so
seen
they
it,
see face.
I am very aware of the issues with talk time, and I tried to stay vigilant. That's why towards the later part of the debate, whenever I asked a question, I would go to Georgie first just to make sure that she was getting her
Do you feel
talk time.
that we want you to give your opinion off camera? We're going to discuss, so you know, because we have a prize to give, and we will have a party for the winner of this debate, a ceremony, a cake, and gifts and treats. But we have to go to the.
I like cheesecake.
We have to go to the tapes. And we have to make sure that
From juniors.
fair.
And I'll also say this, like, the fans being the ultimate judge, right?
Okay.
If you feel like there's a discrepancy and it's very visible, you are the judge, the callers, the person who sees that and is able to point it out. Vote with your dollars. Let your dollars speak for you. If you see that there is something going on, I don't like that this fight is fixed, and I'm going to help Georgie win. I'm going to put my $2 down. Put that dollar down where your mouth is. It doesn't take much. Donate.
Well, some people may not have
Your
dollars.
favorite
We should go by the
tomboy.
comments, because if we join by the comments, it's a landslide victory. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
And they spoke
Okay.
very well with the money because I had the most money.
Face. Okay. It's over.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, like,
Welcome.
money's
we have
ultimate
a surprise
determinant.
match next.
Flip, can you please come here in the front, please? Come, please.
No.
No, please. Please, because you're
We just
the
gave each
host.
other a high
Please,
five.
come. Please. No, come.
Hey,
Please, come.
Face,
Please, thank you.
Face.
Please, come.
No,
Come. J.O., please, come here, J.O.
I'm not on camera.
No, come here, please.
Oh,
No,
God.
come on, please. Please, come on. Come on.
Oh, because he got on the NWO shirt.
Don't do that.
I am not a
Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that. No, come on, don't do that. Come on. Thank you. I appreciate you.
The fight was fuck that, you took 10 shots at my man, nigga. Fuck that, nigga. Sweet! Fuck out of here, Georgie.
Yeah, corny.